So I am Satyam. So basically, I am a writer who has not read many books. So that's a bit strange about me. Not many writers they read a lot. So I have mostly read random books. When I was a kid, I have used this. I've read this enlightened books and all. And mostly I used to read when I was traveling from my college to my hometown. There was a long train journey. Right? So whatever book I could just get hold of. So I have read Eric's books like MC and then I'll talk about my writing journey. So basically what happened is that I had a startup which failed, was not successful. So I was feeling a bit bad about it. It says that the sweetest of the song tells us the saddest of the thoughts. So I think the same thing for me. So it came out of failure maybe. So I was thinking about writing a book, but I never wrote. So I always thought writers will write on a piece of paper and scribble here and there, right? So I jotted down few points, but I could not frame it. But then I have a cousin who published his book. So I was excited to see. Then I ordered it on Amazon and it reached to my home. So that's when I really thought that okay, I can publish it and then something will be delivered physically. So I was basically inspired by it. And so I started writing. And it was a lockdown, I had nothing else to do. There were a lot of work-related stress, other stress and other things, right? So then I had a shared office here in Whitefield only. So where I started my company. So I liked that place, that was a very good ambience. So I started going there to work. Then I got some free time out of my regular working hours. So mostly I started writing towards the end of the day or mostly over weekends. So first of all I just scanned how many words should I write and broke down into various stages. So I decided on the chapters and how many words I should write. And every day I made it a routine that I should at least write around 500 to 1000 words. So when I started writing, the flow started coming automatically. So I could think about the past, how I met an investor, how I set up a company, what I did, everything. So it started coming to me automatically. So I started enjoying it, and it was kind of thing, I just kept it as a secret from my family. So I didn't even tell my wife. But yeah, I have a friend, he's from English and he's in Children's College, so he's my very close friend. So I used to discuss about him and he used to encourage me. Because he's a man of literature and words, right? He could guide me on that. So finally, I wrote this book, and then it took a lot of time, around six months or more, to write the book. So then I published it, and so I did not promote it much, so I don't know why I did not promote it. My teacher says use art for the sake of art, so I think I believe in it. It's an art form, right? And somebody may get inspired. Or else the whole idea of writing this book was that the kind of mistakes which I made, the youngsters should not make. So for example, a simple thing, leaving a job and starting a startup with friends, right? So that's a very nice thing. I want to do this with my friends, right? But it does not make sense financially and otherwise also, right? So there are few things which I have written down, and yeah, maybe if you give me a chance, I'll read just few lines from the book, and because it will be a very dry book, so just I started with a few lines like, pain to shut down what I started so dearly, no words or email could express. So although I thought there are no words, but I wrote around 50,000 words in this. I think the pain was real. So anyways, and so I know that what do people read about this all failures and that blah blah blah, right? So I wrote a few things about success also, right? So for example, I started with about my last in shared office, how I felt, and then I just said that how I left my job and started into this. So I've written about some success stories in digital marketing. So we did well in digital marketing in that age, I mean 2015 or 16. So all those, the secret sauces there, like what I did. I've written a few things on the product management as well, right? So and lesson learned, and I also wrote about startup events and failures. So yeah, this is available on Amazon as well. So this is my first book, which is in the hard copy format. And then what happened is while I was writing this book, it was 2020 and my father expired. So I was feeling very bad, low, and this that, right? So for some reason, this book came out of that. So it's a cathartic book. So So I started writing few things, and then I turned it into a fiction kind of thing, right? Because it was for a competition, it's a short story. So this is available, free as of now for the last 2 days. Then for the next year, again there was a Kindle development platform competition. So I wrote a book in Hindi. So I never tried writing in Hindi, but I like listening to ghazals, listening to shairis and all. So I thought, okay, I'll write it. So this is a love story of a boy and a girl, and they're who are in class 12, right, something like that. So again, the recommended age for both these books is 16 plus. Both are so yeah, as of now I've written these 3 books, and I have contributed to a chapter in one of my technical book, which is in supply chain management. That book is also available in Amazon. So I am a contributing author. Just I've written on supply chain visibility. So these are the few books which I have written. And then I'm happy that I've inspired Saransh also. So he wrote that book in his during his winter vacation. Okay. And yeah, he got award for that as well. His name was recognized in the school. So
I just wanted to say something.
okay, so then
No, I think your startup book, actually, since we have the startup capital, it is actually very relevant to a lot of people, right? Because one, of course, a lot of people who already have startups, and a lot of people are thinking all the time that I should have a startup. There's a lot of promo also, right? So I feel that if you just promote it, you already talked about digital marketing. I think if you just apply digital marketing principles without paid, I'm saying unpaid, on social media itself, right? Social, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, you just have to strengthen that whole, like a promotion plan, right? This will be relevant to a lot of people. It will help a lot of people. It's about somebody's experience, life experience, right? Which is honestly poured out. So, I can do that.
I reached out to this, you must have heard about Shraddha Sharma from this one. I had attended her event when I was doing my startup, so I reached out to her, but again there was no response. So I said, somebody, there was no response. So I reached out to a few people, but yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I'll try to promote it.
Maybe I'll catch up with you offline.
Sure. Definitely. That's the whole idea of connecting. Any other questions?
So this, the story that you wrote,
Yeah.
You can share it with us on PDF or something?
Yeah, it's already there.
It's available as a Kindle edition
It's
on
Kindle,
Amazon.
Kindle, Amazon.
Soft.
How do we, can you maybe
Please
post
give
it
it a
on
QR code.
the link? Yeah, we can take the links.
QR code is there, so you can scan it.
Is there on the desk?
So it's free for another day or so,
It's
and
free
then you
for
can
till
purchase
Monday.
it on Kindle as well. So it's available on Kindle for purchase. But for now, we've made it free.
Till Monday it
Monday
is
it will
free.
be free. So it's better you download it today because then there is some time zone or something they'll say.
Yeah.
Sure. On the Kindle app.
Yeah, Kindle app or Kindle app, Kindle device, or even Kindle Android app also you can take it. Just use your Amazon account and buy it. It'll be free.
Thank you. It seems very interesting. I think what I could take out from what you said is that you probably didn't think of yourself as a writer
Exactly.
or you said you don't even read so many books.
Yeah, so I've written something like college magazines and all. I've written poetries and all earlier, but I've never written it in a book format kind of thing.
So I think the message for me is that it's about taking the first step.
Yeah.
And then sort of, you kind of get more confident or
Correct.
into the flow or something.
Right. So yeah, when I was shut down, I was basically sulking, not doing anything, I was jobless. So I was talking to a college senior. So he kept on talking to me. He said, क्या करना चाहता है तू? मैंने पता नहीं, मैं शायद लिखना चाहता हूँ. मैंने said to लिख. It came to my mind. Instead for 3-4 years, then I went to a job. Job, that's fine. Then during lockdown, it came like to lick. Then I started writing. So it's good to if you want to write, it's good to be in such circle who want to write.
Yeah.
So when I talk to my friends from English honors, right? So So he asked me to read all those classics, Wuthering Heights and also I bought it, but again, I start reading it, but then I feel a bit boring. So finally I read about, the interpretation of dreams by Sigmund Freud, right? So me and my son, we talk about dreams, what we saw, we try to interpret it, so it's fun. And I read a lot of things about, psychology, and I'm reading different subjects now.